All right, Miss, this is your show.
Oh, okay. Hello, welcome back to Black Film Talk. That's our show. Yeah, that's the show that we're on.
That's the name. Well, that's the name you fucking agree with. That is not my fault.
No, it's like, wait, this has been a while.
I
So,
know, I know, I know. I'm just letting you know because Trill's not here. Sorry, y'all. Literally, I had another name, and then Trill's like, "Yeah, let's go with that name." Yeah, yeah. And y'all all agreed, and I was like, "Okay, cool." I had no problem with it. So
all right, take two. Welcome back to Black Film Talk,
we're keeping it fin. We're keeping it fin. Damn
Let's
it.
go. Raw dog, let's get it.
Yeah.
where we talk about our brothers and sisters in film that have melanin. And it's been a while. When was the last time we actually did this? Like a
I don't
year?
know. This will be the first time we're actually on video.
Oh,
Yeah, we're actually on video. We're not doing our
oh.
voices. We're not on SoundCloud because SoundCloud.
Oh, that explains why you're showing your stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Ah, yeah. You could do this too, but I don't know if you want to do it.
It also looks like your character is hitting you in the back of the head.
Ah, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh,
I
okay.
thought that looked like your enemy stand or some shit. Like,
Yes, my yeah. Get ready. No, hold on now. This is not my final form, okay?
Well, with that said, since it's been a while, we should probably explain what this is. Yeah, we talk about
Black,
typical black film,
specifically films with minorities or
that,
minority
which is what I
directors.
was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And usually there's four of us, but shout outs to Trill. He is not with us this time.
Yeah, he's not gonna be here today.
So technically, this would be our second episode instead of the first episode.
Exactly. Or
Because
I
the
don't
first
know.
episode would be him as host because we were actually supposed to watch a different movie. But since he's not here, we're going to watch my movie choice, which is God,
Dynamite!
I wish you had
Dynamite!
that sound bite. One of the best movies ever made, Black Dynamite, starring Michael Jai White as Black Dynamite, who is basically a Shaft ripoff, or probably better than Shaft.
Probably is
Yeah,
better than Shaft. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. I
He
think
is
he
better
I
than
was like,
Shaft.
I'd argue that personally.
I personally think he's better than Shaft. That motherfucker know kung fu. He don't need a gun. He has nunchucks. This motherfucker beat the shit out of people. I mean, the man, Black Dynamite is just fucking better than Shaft. Like he beat literally to a lot of people. Who goes to a place called Kung Fu Island?
hold on. Let's actually talk about the movie first before we get to that part of the movie, because
Yeah, we actually are talking about the movie.
yeah, but we might want to lead up to that because that's more the end of the movie than the beginning.
Okay, my bad. Well,
Yeah, there you go.
I'll kind of start. Okay, so the movie is like a black exploitation
Oh,
film.
wait. We should back up a little bit. For those of you who did not realize that this was a movie before the cartoon, there was a movie
Oh
made
yeah,
in
that was a movie.
2009.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about, and the cartoon came after that.
Now, don't get no offense. The cartoon still is awesome, and I really am pissed off. Adult Swim
We
kind of
we
came.
could talk about that because I lowercase L liked the cartoon. It was not my favorite. I prefer the
I
movie.
love the cartoon. It was funny.
There was one episode that had me in tears, and that was the one where they made fun of the Wiz.
That took the actual mine was Richard Pryor. Mine. Uh,
But yes, Black Dynamite, the movie made in 2009, starring Michael Jai White, was basically a parody movie of 70s black exploitation
it
movies
was.
of, well, of the 70s and 60s, 70s. I think it kind of spilled into the 80s a little bit.
Yeah.
But but it's basically the black exploitation era, and oh my gosh, they nailed the
They
vibe.
nailed it. They nailed it. Like like the beginning is just like I remember I watched the beginning. I said, "This is definitely a blaxploitation film," because that man they literally got the detective saying, "You know what bonus is? This you need to call everybody. This street's gonna be painted red. You don't know what the fuck happened. That's this.
I actually liked his brother where he's like, I ain't no snitch. But
Oh,
yes, if you don't know blaxploitation movies, I highly recommend you watch some of them. A
yeah,
lot of
highly
them,
recommend
well,
it.
that's where we get Shaft. That's where we get anything Pam Grier, who is still
Foxy
fabulous
Brown.
today. And she's like, how old is she? She is up there in age, but she is still fabulous.
She still look fabulous. I'll admit that.
But yeah, she is beautiful.
She's still beautiful.
Uh yeah, so if you don't get a lot of the references, go back to the 70s. Watch those movies, and this will probably make a lot more sense. And
Can you
also
dig it?
make the cartoon make more sense.
Can you dig it? I
Yes.
said, can you dig it? That's like a dig it, Mr. Dynamite. I can dig it, Mr. Dynamite.
The dude who played Richard, Richard Nixon was actually pretty good.
Yeah, he was.
He was amazing, honestly. I loved it.
And before y'all make a comment about our ages, no, none of us were born in the 70s. We
Hell
just
no, I'm born in 88.
Nope, not even close.
They spilled into the 80s, all right? That's how we know about it.
Yeah. But yeah, the film is literally like Black Dynamite. Like the opening scene is just him having sex with 3 women.
It is basically the whole opening is basically just a Shaft movie.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
But yes, he's having sex with 5 women. I think it might be more.
I thought it was 3
at a time.
5? Yeah,
I think it was 5 because it started with 3, and then he made a comment about hush up, you're gonna wake the rest of them up, and they pan out, and it's like 2 or 3 more on like hanging off the bed.
Did he say something about no? I'm not being racist. Didn't he say something to the white girl? There was a white girl in there.
Yeah, there was a white girl, an Asian girl, a black girl, and then like 3 more that were like tied up in the sheets somehow.
This whole film,
and even us discussing this does not give this movie justice at how fabulous this movie is. This is the movie where it has the distinct honor of having me rewatch this movie at least 10 times in a row, back to back, when I first saw it. I literally ended the movie, rewound it, watched it again, rewound it, watched it again. This is one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
There are some parts in this film where usually when I pause something, like if you watch this on Is It Rotten, sometimes I gotta pause stuff just to say, what the fuck was that, in a bad way. But in this film, I paused it because I was dying laughing at some parts. Like there's some scenes where I'm just like, what? That is hilarious. Like they get it right.
They absolutely nailed this. So
nailed this, yeah.
I'm going to dare say this might be a movie perfection.
I agree with that. I can sort of.
You very rarely get those, but this is one.
This is how you do comedy. I feel like this is how you do parody the correct way. Just like Mel Brooks is the king of parody. I felt like this was on a Mel Brooks. I feel when I watch this is on a Mel Brooks level of parody, and I don't give that honor out to a lot of people.
And I was actually going to ask you that. I was going to ask you that specifically, if you would rank this up there with the Mel Brooks parody movie.
I would rank this up there with a Mel Brooks parody. Like Mel Brooks parodies to me is perfection. He does when you, and I want to tell viewers out there, I'm a Mel Brooks connoisseur. So with Mel Brooks and the way he directs and the way he does stuff, and like
delivery, writing,
and everything. Like I said, I should have went to film school for this, because if I literally find a way to get Mel Brooks teaching me, I'm there first thing in the morning, listen to everything he does, because I'm like a sponge with him. But with Mel Brooks, he does everything to a perfection. He doesn't just go and say, oh, I'm gonna parody a scary I'm gonna parody a scary movie. No, this man literally takes the premise of a scary movie and put everything in it. And if it doesn't work with the film, it's not in the film. Like scary movie just puts everything hodgepodge, everything in it, referencing every single movie that's
And to
scary.
some degree, that did work
It
way
did,
back then at
back
that
then.
moment.
But when you watch stuff like those people went and watched Young Frankenstein, and he was like, "Yeah, that's not gonna work because it's not gonna work because this is a monster movie. This is not a scary movie. This is a monster movie." And you had to put stuff that you would see in the Frankenstein film, and he literally parodied. Just like I tell people, I love High Anxiety. I think High Anxiety is my favorite Mel Brooks film because it's a literal homage. Everybody looks at it as a funny film, but if you look at that, that is a homage to Alfred Hitchcock. That lets you dive into the mind of what Mel Brooks was. He legit loved Hitchcock films. So instead of he made fun of them, but while making fun of the films, he also honored the man in what he did. Like for example, the bird
That,
scene.
and that's really what Black Dynamite does. Like this was
Yeah,
written. This was actually written by Michael Jai White and
and he
starred
did a
him.
good job.
And
Yeah.
what's his face? Byron. I forgot his last name.
I think he played Bullhorn. I think, am I wrong?
Yeah, I think he's Bullhorn.
Yeah, yeah. But
So
yeah,
the
they
guy
do
who
a
played
good.
Bullhorn, like they wrote this.
They wrote this and they did a good job. They did the same thing that what Mel Brooks would do while making fun of it. They know where to take care of the joke and make the joke work for that scene, not cramming a bunch of black exploitation into the film. They made the joke work. There was making the joke work and making it funny and knowing when to stop the joke and making the gag. And they know that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. They knew where like there's certain things where you just keep the joke. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep the like for example, I think an example is Dude Where My Car where um you got well no it wasn't you got $5 you got $5 you got $5 that joke is funny, but I think that's not from Do Five but that joke like they'll use the same joke and they bring the joke back later where the Black Dynamite is a new joke every single thing new
And
joke
somehow it works.
it works.
Yeah, it's that's the one thing I was super impressed with, like watching through the movie was just like it kept adding new jokes to it, and it just kept going, and it's like for me, it all hit like
The jokes
incredibly
hit.
well.
Like for example, the scene of Black. I said y'all had to stop selling drugs to the community. Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community. That fucking works. That joke works. That joke works. It is so funny. I'm like, it works. It just that's all
And
he had to
the
say.
delivery that he did it in, because that was Cedric Yarborough.
Yarbar, and he delivered it
Yeah,
so well because he was
I
like,
like how he delivers it so straight.
he was so confused, like, but I sell drugs to the
Like,
community.
what am I
What the
supposed to do?
Ooh, like
like, like that was so straight and so funny, but it was so out there, but it was so funny. But here's the thing: they didn't kill the joke by returning to the joke. They just kept doing old jokes.
Yeah,
And,
they just move on. It was just like
yeah,
boom, move on.
yeah,
that was
and,
one thing I was afraid of because it's like I know when it comes to like some like exploitation movies or some parody movies, they drag shit on or like it's
yeah.
funny at first, but they keep making it going. But this one is just like bam. It's like a quick jab joke, and then it just moves on to the next one. It just jab funny. Like
Yeah.
I
Okay, what there was
that
a
was one thing
scene.
that shocked me as I was watching through it.
Okay, this got me the first time I saw it, where they were at the Pimp Summit, and you know how it's Arsenio Hall. I forgot what his name is. I think his name is Tasty Freeze. Like he's the pimp, and it's all a bunch of pimps. What got me was when he was like doing roll call, and he just randomly says Captain Kangaroo Pimp. And I'm like, what? And it moves on to the next thing, like, no, you cannot say that and just go past it.
well, there's a favorite line in my movie that it was that is my favorite line. It's my favorite line. Well, it's my favorite scene. But I got plenty of lines, but it's my favorite scene. But it's a great example of them not pushing the joke because he could have done that joke later in the film, but it was so funny that they did that joke at this point. I cried laughing. But I'll talk about it later. But I don't want to reveal it. But
Yeah, because
that's my
we could get to that with favorite scenes because there's a scene that you talked about earlier about pausing the movie because you were laughing. There's a scene in there. The first time I saw this movie, I had to pause because I was in tears laughing.
can we can
Just
I go first with my favorite scene?
wait, hold on. Are we there yet though?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think we talked a little bit about the film. Yeah,
Yeah. I think we can go ahead.
yeah. It don't gonna hurt it.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like we're not gonna talk about the film in between this stuff.
Hey, trust me, there's a lot of good scenes that it's kind of hard to
It's
like
hard
exactly
to pin
pinpoint
down, but
one.
yeah, Miss, you there? You okay?
Yes. Yes.
So you want me to start?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, my favorite thing is literally him coming down from the helicopter and screaming, "Cream corn!"
No!
I paused and I
With that
rewind that
ghetto
shit.
green screen effect.
So funny. I was like, ah. He just looked back like it's just so funny. The green screen looked back like cream corn. No.
What always got me about that scene was just how ghetto looking it is. But it still is part of the 70s.
I was like, I paused, rewinded. I'm not gonna lie, I paused and rewind that 5 times, and I laughed every single time. I was like, because I had to get the thing. I said, wait a minute, is that a green screen? I was like, yeah. I was like, hold on, wait a minute, why is he looking back like that? It's just hilarious. Like every time I watch it, I find details of what made this scene so funny. I was gut wrenching when I saw it. I was like, and then he did it in the cartoon, but it was still like it's the delivery he did it, and he made fun of it. He was like, because everybody wanted him to do that scene again, but he delivered it. He said, "I'm just gonna do this every time." Hold you in the arms, saying "cream corn, no," and he knew this was stupid. Like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit no more. Like
Here's
that's
the
the
thing about here's the thing about the movie. For some reason, I think this is why I like the movie more than the show
right,
because there's it's oddly like more cartoonish in the movie than they can do in the show.
right.
So yeah, I think the reason why I love the movie more is because it felt more cartoony.
Gotcha. I get it. All right, who want to go next? Who want to top
Yeah,
that? That's still my
Lowe's can
favorite.
go next.
No, that I definitely get that vibe from that too. Oh, intro scene before he said, "Who the hell has interrupted my kung fu?" Like that.
Who the hell messed with my car movie?
I don't know why, but that floored me. Just like, oh, here talking just as a fellow. Why you interrupting my kung fu? Like, bro, what? Like, I don't know why
Just for
he
it to
stood
go
out
into
to
like an
me
oddly
the
serious
most.
moment.
It's probably because of his delivery. Working. Yeah, right. I was just thinking about it.
What I told what
So,
Black Dynamite told you about interrupting him when he doing his kung fu.
The other part of that scene that cracks me up is when his Aunt Billy is still talking as he's hanging up the phone.
I'm sorry that I interrupt you, Black Dynamite. My brother died. Oh boy. I know, not to interrupt you while you're doing your kung fu.
was like, for me, it was just like, it's just something about the delivery that changed in like the tone suddenly with that was just, I don't know why, but it just absolutely cracked me up. And it's one of those things that I always think about when I'm thinking about the movie.
Oh, I'm wondering if Miss gonna pick my back up.
Yes.
Okay, so you want
Yeah.
me to go next?
Yeah,
Oh
go
yeah.
ahead.
I'm curious, Miss.
I'm
What's
curious because you
yours?
probably
Okay,
I'll pick my top three.
this is the scene that had me pause the movie because I had to collect myself, and that is when he's on the date with Gloria, and they run into and they introduced themselves. And one of the girls said, "My mama said my daddy's name is Black Dynamite." And in the background, what got me was they're playing this sappy music. And as soon as the little girl says that, the music goes chew. Because the other little girl says, "My daddy or my mama said my daddy's named Black Dynamite too." And then like there's this moment where hush up little girls.
That's just little
Like
girls. That's that.
like a lot of cats got that name. And
Y'all
then
cats
like
got that name, yeah.
okay, they could have stopped it there, but for some reason when they pan over to Gloria and she is like she doesn't say anything, but she looks at Black Dynamite and then she looks at the little girls like, what the
Those are your kids.
you know good and well those are your kids, Black Dynamite.
Oh, you are deadbeat.
That part cracked me up because there was just something about the framing, the delivery, and the music that's like, la, 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 like even the music is like, what the?
That is actually fourth on my list. My that's third on my well, fourth on my list. My backup was going to be him fighting Chicago. The whole scene of Chicago in that shit is absurdly
Oh my
funny.
God,
Oh
Chicago.
wait, that's the other one, the bullhorn scene where
Yeah,
he
you're a corn-fed guy with a whole lot of mass, but it's time for Bullhorn to get up in an ass. Fuck.
and he slaps the dude and that scene was funny. That's another one. That's probably my second one.
He's gonna whoop that guy's ass.
What always got me about that scene was the fact that they 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 do like a very quick cut and they change the dude out for somebody else.
I wonder. I paused that scene because I was like, "Does he have a black eye? Did he get that? Like, does he have a black eye? Did he get his ass whooped or something? I don't know."
But I think that's the joke is they kind of did that with a lot of blaxploitation movies. This all ties back to what production 70s with black movies, where
Yeah.
even the casting of the little kid version of Black Dynamite versus the adult, they had a light skinned black boy, and Black Dynamite, aka Michael J. White, is a very dark skinned black man.
Yeah.
So it didn't
Yeah,
match, and that's just what you got in the 70s. You if you were black and you could read, you got the role. It didn't matter what you look like.
basically, it's like it's just that and like some of the deliberate editing in it that's like clearly supposed to be bad is just oh
Oh,
my goodness, dude.
okay. This is another thing. Did you guys see the boom mic?
Yes, the fucking boomer.
That hit his afro, and he had to. That this is why I love Michael J. White because he had to deliver that whole monologue with a boom mic hitting his afro and act like he did not see a boom mic hitting him.
John White
Right.
is. I know. I keep ask. I want to ask him like, man, where did you study comedy? Because your ass is funny as
Like,
hell.
okay,
Right.
this is another reason why I love this movie is Michael J. White is really an underappreciated actor. This man needs his rewards.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Everything I've ever seen him in, no matter how bad it was, he was always entertaining.
Yeah, he was entertaining. Like even Universal Soldier, he was more. He was he was the most entertaining film. And fucking John Claude Van Damme got top billing, but he was the most interesting character in that damn film. Spawn, he was the most interesting. I love him in Spawn. I want him
Well,
back.
him
Yeah, it's
and
just like
I kind of did
even
like
like
John
the Tyler Perry
Leguizamo.
movies, like Why Did I Get
Like get
Married? I
married,
found his
yes,
character to be
Yeah,
I liked his character a lot in that movie.
yeah.
because he was the most dynamic. Because he was like he was a bad liar, but he thought he was so smooth.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I
I
just
love you, Michael J. White. I
Yeah, no,
always have.
we want to make sure you give you your flowers, brother,
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
because
You deserve more
you
than this.
are
You are
super unappreciated.
funny. Like to me, I look at him like, man, this guy's it's an underrated. He's not only a great actor, but he is underrated when it comes to comedy.
and
He is
you know what
very
else
funny.
always gets me about his performances? Every one of them, he has to do. I call it the Michael J. White shriek. He has this like he has a really deep voice, but he will hit a note when he's talking where he's like, ah! Like it's like oh
Holy
shoot,
shit.
he
Yeah.
does
No, like
he
now that you pointed out, like, yeah, he does.
yes, every movie I've seen of it. Like even in Why'd I Get Married? When he was confronting his wife, when he says, "Why are you so evil?" When he delivered that line, he hit a very high note delivering that line.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Like I Jesus. Like it's between because I remember him hitting that and then the sequel. And then also like in that series, for better or for worse, there were some scenes where he ended up having a more high pitched voice compared to his normal, like deep,
Like he has
smooth,
a
suave voice.
yes, but that always cracks me up when he does that because he goes into that with so little effort, but it has the maximum effect.
That is true.
Yeah,
Michael Jai White, please be on our show one day.
Yeah, we love to have you on the show, Michael.
Oh
man,
my gosh,
please.
I will love everything about you even more if you would just even put a comment, put a like. Notice a senpai.
Yeah, I would be tickled to death if he come on the show and say, "Hey, I want to be on this show," and I was like, "Hell yes, please."
I was like,
He would
please
have to
I
be
don't.
like
literally,
really
I
smooth,
will
like
take
into the
a
mood though.
day off. Michael John White, if you come to the show, I will take a day off just to literally film your ass on this show. Just come on.
I'll take
Please.
a whole day off. I'll
I'll take
let
a
you stay in
whole
my
day
house
off
type
work.
stuff
So
if you want to do a live recording like
I will tell
true.
my brother, like, look, Michael J. White want to be on this show, so I have to do this. I'm taking a day off, so just let you know. Yeah, that would be very good because that I just really would love to have him on, but it would be so interesting if he said, "Yeah, I'd love to be on your show." Oh shit,
Oh shit, we made it, folks. Like,
we
Like, you know
did
what would be funny,
it!
Mac? If you ever told me that he agreed to it, I would be like, you lying. You lying. Ooh,
I was
don't
like,
mess.
no shot.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll literally, if I do that, you hear me say, you literally, I would say we did, 3 5 to the city with Drake before he got his ass killed by Kendrick Lamar. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Like we can wrap it up here. We
Yeah,
got
we
it.
did it. We did it. Go get you some lobster and shrimp. I will sing that song.
Oh, we love you, Michael Jai White. We
Oh
really do.
boy, yeah.
Yep.
Also,
Real
Drake, if you
talk,
want to come,
number love.
Drake. Also, if you want to come on the show, you're welcome. I will welcome. I just
I
love.
think I'm gonna be
I don't
sick
know,
that
man.
day.
After
I'm gonna be
that,
sick that day.
yeah, I was like, after that, hey there, Delilah. I don't know, bro. After that, bro, I ain't too sure I want you around me if you're gonna bring that here.
All right, so favorite scene. Let's go to the
Well,
line.
hold on. Actually want to change it up just a little bit.
Go ahead,
Who who was your favorite character? Because there's
Ooh,
a
go
lot of
ahead, go ahead.
characters in there.
besides Black Dynamite, because he's so much.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love
besides that, man.
Bullhorn. Bullhorn was just hilarious.
Damn, that was gonna be mine too. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
you can pick Bullhorn. I just love Bullhorn. Even though I love Cream Corn is like third. I love Cream Corn, but that backstabbing
I was
fucked me over.
like for him, it's him and like the Richard Nixon. Like the way that he delivers
I
some
could
of
dig
these
it,
lines
President.
is like
I could dig it.
hilarious.
I could dig
Honestly,
that.
those will probably be my two as well. But I would also have to say Honeybee.
Honeybee was awesome.
Because I also love Kim Whitney. Like,
Kim Whitney, I'll admit, she looks fine in this film. She looks
and
really
she
hot.
thick.
Yeah, she thick, but
Oh
in this
yeah.
film, she looks better. I just like, wow, you know, like I'm gonna slide you this number, Kim.
Kim, if you want to be on the show as well,
Yeah.
apparently you got a big
Look,
old fan in Mac.
call me. Because
He's like, you don't got to be on the show. Just call me.
just call me. No offense. Just me, Kim. Like if
Like,
you
don't feel bad. Like, Michael J. White, I know you married, but if you want to explore your options, I'm just saying.
yeah, like Kim, if you literally down to talk, if you want to talk to me, I mean, follow me at Tampa Buffet 88 on
What you
Twitter.
saying, man?
Say you want to get down with the young boy, not
That was also
NBA.
kind of like it wasn't a favorite scene, but I have to admit something about that scene where did you guys notice that like she would have a tear and it would go away and it would come back and then it would go away?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh
she's like, I'm
God,
so happy with a tear on her face.
damn, this
Thanks,
so
Black
funny.
Dynamite. I'm so happy.
Oh,
I
boy.
like Gloria too, but and she's supposed to play this character, but she was very straight. Like she's the
Yeah,
straight.
yeah.
She's
But
definitely like the person that everyone else bounces off of. Which, yeah, these kind of movies you kind of need that.
Well, I mean, I
yeah,
did
like you,
like.
you did need that. If Black Dynamite wasn't going to be that character, she would fill that role.
Yeah.
Also, how did you guys feel about Roscoe's Chilean donuts?
Roscoe's Chili.
Chicken and waffles? What kind of idea? He just ran out the back.
That made me wish I could get some Roscoe's chicken at that point because I'm like, yo, I could really use some chicken after seeing the chili and donuts.
And I have to say that joke, I wasn't expecting that joke to happen because I was like, okay, maybe they don't have the license to say chicken and waffle, Roscoe's chicken and waffles. But the fact that they brought that in, that made me laugh because I'm like, oh no, that this is the origins of Roscoe's chicken and waffles. Okay.
What's so
Oh
good?
yeah,
What's
no,
so
no.
bad? What's so bad about this place is the damn service. Can we get some service here? All right, honey, let me
that
tell you what.
oh my gosh, that whole dialogue that Tommy Davidson, who is cream corn, by the way, um, that cracked me up because he's like, "Hey, sweet thing."
Can you give me give me two sausage patties, cut them in half. Do that. Two sausage link, cut them in half, and two sausage patties.
and,
And
and meanwhile, as he's putting in this order, the camera goes over to the waitress who looks like she's about to slap the piss out of him.
we can't do none of that shit.
That I can give you the leftover chicken and some waffles.
Chicken and waffles.
And then Roscoe just chicken and waffles. And he just runs it.
I just no. Okay, another funny scene is what they do, and I admit, you can probably talk shit about this. This is something that they do in the cartoon that kind of like I literally thought they disobeyed their sort of rule of what they of trying to repeat a joke was the whole bit of them literally figuring out the whole mystery.
Okay, that it was funny, but that made my head hurt so much because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's actually factually accurate.
Yeah, it is. Like,
Right.
But how? How?
what melts in your
Chicken
mouth?
there.
Levels,
M&M's.
what melts in your mouth?
M&M's. All right,
M&M's.
who makes M&M's? Mars.
Mars.
Okay, take that. Flip it around. Drop the S.
And what's the slogan of Little Richard? What he does?
Who else he famous for? Woo, Little Richard. Alabama gives you what? Little
Anaconda
Richard.
Pier gives you Little Richard. Wait a minute.
What's another word for Richard?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys since you are men, did you catch on to that before they actually revealed what it
I
was?
caught it when he said Little Richard. I was like, oh,
Yeah, when he said Little Richard, I was like, oh God.
oh
Okay.
shit,
Like,
that's that.
Okay, as a female who does not have that particular organ, it wasn't until they actually said where I'm like, oh my gosh.
I got it. I was laughing as soon as they said Little Richard. So, oh, it gives a little dick. This is fucked up. I thought they were playing when they said, oh, they might be wrong. And then they went up there and he saw a tiny dick. I was like, do you want to live, brother?
I said, do you want to go on?
He said, nah. Oh boy. I just love the part where Black Dynamite just goes through the random people of literally trying to destroy the drug game and he just comes in the office and just start laughing.
Yeah, I like how he does that, and the laugh continues right into him walking into
Walking
back
in
into
the
the
door
room.
and they just wonder what the hell are you laughing at? That's so hilarious. Or better yet, the joke of this some heavy shit. They just keep that's a continue and that's another continuation of a joke done
And
right.
that's the thing with their continuing jokes, they are very subtle about it.
Yeah. Like
They do
Yeah.
it and they don't linger on it, but it does come back.
it comes back like the heavy shit. This some heavy shit. Like that's funny. First of all, Super Ian. Nobody comes into my house and tell me what the fuck I do. Get up out of here before I beat you like a battered mule. That scene was so hilarious because as soon as you start moving back, everybody else start talking shit. Yeah, man, don't you? You better take your sore ass up out of here. Yeah, don't you ever come in and then he flip to the close sign.
Yeah, and then he just looks at the camera and it like everybody goes silent.
Silent. Like you like, oh, I'm about to get my ass whooped. Toss him out the window.
Oh yeah, fun fact about the militant scene. So I did not know this. I forgot who I was watching that pointed this out where I'm like, oh my gosh, that is them. So remember when he first goes into that to the military compound, like he meets the military guys, the military
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
guys. Okay. So two of them are actually from Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice, blah 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 blah.
Cool.
Yes. The one talking the most, he's one of them. And then there's another one. And I don't think he really says much, but yeah, two of them are actually from a Wayne's Brothers movie.
I got you.
And then when whoever I watched who pointed that out, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that is them." Because keep in mind that the movie I'm referring to, "Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice," and the long title and this, that, and the other. Um, that was a mid-90s movie,
Yeah, that was a mid 90s movie.
which
Yeah.
is also a parody movie.
Yeah.
That is a
Uh,
parody movie of 90s hood movies.
yeah. And it actually had Lawrence Tate in it as the
Lorenz
daddy.
Tate.
Lawrence Tate.
Lorenz Tate. Yeah.
Lawrence Tate. Yeah, I probably got his name wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because there's actually three Tate
Yeah,
brothers.
but he's the one that I would say is the king of.
Yes, he's the most recognizable one.
Yeah, you will see him in any other. If you this is a hood
If
movie,
you've seen a hood movie in the 90s, he is in it.
he is in the damn film. He is
He's like
somewhere,
Clifton Powell. He is in there somewhere.
somewhere. Oh boy, Clifton Powell.
Oh my goodness.
Clifton Powell. Ugh.
Clifton Powell, if you also want to be on our show, we will also
We also will have
we
you
will
on.
also
Yeah,
in
Yeah,
fact
man.
anybody of celebrity status, we will probably welcome you with open arms.
yeah. We welcome
Yeah,
open arms. You know, even
Now,
if
yeah,
if you
you.
open
say
on.
something, out of pocket, we gonna close those arms around your neck. No, sorry, just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna tell
It
you
goes.
that you know, kindly, you know, um, what's that word I like to say? If you kindly say something out your mouth, I'm gonna say that word that I always say. That I'm not gonna repeat.
At least not on here today. You
No, no, I
probably
mean
will
Today.
Monday.
it starts with a FUCK and space OFF. If you don't know
Oh,
how to spell, I mean, I hope you don't.
I just thought of something else that I thought was actually really cool editing. How did you like the soundtrack?
Oh shit! But Dynamite and
I
his crew.
so for nothing,
The
That song,
soundtrack got me because it was so
dude. Like,
literal.
that song stuck with me. I was like, God, golly, man. Like, it's just it. I like one thing I like is the fact that another thing, not only the soundtrack, I like it reminds me of that whole scene I like the fact that they bring in the random white guy that's supposed to be the Mr. Big, but he ends up just being a low carb person. Like he randomly kills him like in 2 seconds. Like he only shows up in one. He only shows up like he only has
Oh,
five
you mean
seconds.
O'Leary?
Yeah, huh?
O'Leary?
Yeah, he only has five
Yeah, yeah,
seconds
yeah,
of
yeah.
screen time, and he kills him. He kills him like in 5 seconds.
In the second scene that they're in,
He's
he
dead.
fakes a heart attack and shoots him.
Oh, just
Oh,
like in
we are
Vietnam.
spoiling this movie, and we're still not doing it justice by spoiling this movie. You need to watch this movie. This
Oh,
movie
we can
is
spoil the shit
fantastic.
out of this movie, and it still be funny. Like you're still gonna laugh your ass off. Like I'm not even gonna talk.
Because we haven't even got to Kung Fu Island yet.
Yeah,
Oh my God, not Kung Fu.
finish Doctor, finish Doctor Wong. You done fucked up now.
And I like how they like freeze on him for a few seconds while he does that weird face. Oh yeah, another thing. This was just really random. Like his right, Doctor Fiendish Wu's right hand man, when Doctor Fiendish Wu was like trying to look for something, and the guy's just standing there confused, and he just stops. He's like, What are you doing? Go out there, like
Stop
dynamite."
this fight. Like I just like you said, get him, get him. Oh God!
By the way, Doctor Fiendish Wu is played by Roger Yawa, if I say his
Oh,
name right. And he is also a martial artist. And also, the reason I'm mentioning that is Michael Jai White is a professional martial
what
artist
he
and
is.
stuntman.
I just
Michael
like
Jai White, we just want you to be on our show. We
we
want to be
do
your
too. I
friend.
just love the fact that Richard Nixon is just
Yeah,
sitting up there and just talking like
he
he's
knows
trying to.
exactly how to
It
do it.
seems like he's. It seems like he's trying. I like the fact that Richard, when he goes into the White House, and it's like Richard Nixon is trying to explain himself. Like now, listen to me, Black Dynamite. Listen to me. It's showtime, motherfucker. Do the Joker. Fuck with me.
He lost his mind. Also, I love the random Abraham Lincoln cameo.
Right, like didn't he say something tiny too with like I'm here to emancipate or proclamate your ass or something like that, right?
I like the fact that Nixon's nunchucks are like wear white American flag.
Oh yeah, they were.
Huh?
I actually forgot about that. Yeah, they
Yeah,
were.
they were. It was just weird. Like this is just hilarious.
Also, Black Dynamite does pimp slap the first lady.
He does,
Yeah.
He does apologize.
but
He
he does
apologizes.
apologize. He told her he should. He said, but I shot
I,
you.
I'm sorry, first lady. I didn't mean to
I
pimp
didn't mean to
slap you into
slap
that
you.
China.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, but he said, yeah, yes, but you missed. Thus, the slap would have been accepted. So I had to apologize. I slapped you.
See, the Black Dynamite is actually a nice guy.
He is. You don't slap nobody for no reason. You don't shoot nobody
Yeah,
unless you
exactly.
hit
But
them
but
for
let's be
real.
honest, the first lady wanted to hit.
Oh yeah, she wanted to
Oh,
fuck Black Dynamite.
absolutely. She was tugging on his pants, bro. Like
She
she
was
wanted to
chugging
hit.
up. She was trying to find that penis. That's exactly what she was trying to do. Like,
It was
She
like,
did not
somewhere
hide that. Her husband
over
got beat up, and she
here.
was like, "Well, he's out of commission."
he had a commission. Black Dynamite with his damn dick. Come on.
You would have done it right
Hey,
there in
come
the
on,
Oval
bro. Just let
Office.
me
She's
right
like,
now.
penis somewhere. Damn it.
It's like,
Heard you had
it's here
muscle.
somewhere. Where's the tip? Like, God damn, it's like
Damn it, somewhere. I'm gonna tub this shit out of you. You better stop messing with him, bitch. Y'all messing
Gloria,
him.
move, Gloria, I'm trying to get me some.
Nah, we ain't
That
having no
that
fucking
part
threesome.
cracked me
Fuck
up
that shit.
too. That part cracked me up too because Gloria came out of nowhere. It was so random. Like you don't see here for like 20 minutes and she just randomly shows up at
Shows
the White
up, and
House.
then he just does his speech. That was so hilarious. He did a speech, got his gun out. He said, "I'll be here, delivering ass whoopings."
Okay, another thing that I thought was creative was how they got around one particular sex scene. I actually thought it was creative because they animated it.
Oh, that animated sex scene was hilarious. Just doing the
Oh
It
my
was. I'm
goodness.
like, I did. Well, that's a. Ooh, wow. Okay,
wow, that was creative. Like, yeah, they just did every sex move in the
they
damn
did every position.
every fucking sex move. I was like,
Every position, like, oh, okay.
okay, really? Like, damn, like, really?
Like right on, Black Dynamite, get it.
Yeah,
It's
like
like,
Black Power, like, yeah.
But I will say one of my favorite lines from Gloria is what she said before that happened, where she was like, "I hope you're not going to get some of this cookie, because if you get some of this cookie might kill you." I was
Oh,
like, "Why did that turn me on?"
yeah, yeah. You just want more.
It was just her delivery because she said it so smooth.
Oh, wait a minute.
And then Black Dynamite was like, "Shoot, I don't care. I wasn't even checking for you anyways, just for her to jump in the bed with him."
Have you seen me?
like shit, bro.
And
Like
from
no.
the very first time they met, he knew he was gonna get her.
Yeah.
Like there was
No,
no
that
trying on Black Dynamite's part. He was just like, I just gotta wait this out. I know I'm gonna get her.
oh no, that no, that's that next level game type stuff. Like you just see her, you just like, yeah, I got it.
He walked in the room, saw her. It's like, yep.
Like when he like when she came out of nowhere and just started embracing him and all that, I was just like, yeah, yeah. I knew this was gonna happen. I ain't gotta see her for a winter. She'll be back.
That's probably why she showed up out of nowhere. He was like, oh, I don't know how she gonna get here, but I know she gonna get to the White House.
You, gonna, you better figure it out.
I ain't coming back. You gotta get here. Because what did you notice her demeanor change too? She's like, what? Like she like runs to him.
Right.
Whereas before she had that whole, oh, you're not gonna get me in bed. Okay.
No, you're definitely not
Was
gonna
it?
get me in bed. What the fuck? Really? We're already
She
here
said that
twice.
like 3 or 4 times, and he's like, okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
It's just like yeah, I've heard that before. It's fine.
Like I got a whole house of hoes. You don't think all I gotta do is like wait this out?
You really don't think I can wait this shit out? I've done a lot of stuff. If you seen the shit I done,
Right, like
But but you
I've
gotta
been to the
admit,
song and dance before, brother.
it
I know exactly
if
what I
you
need to
were
do.
a woman and Black Dynamite was in front of you, what do you think you would do?
No, Billy, I'd be like, you ain't gonna get nothing from me. I tell you what, why is my pants off? Wait a minute.
why?
Yo,
Why the
while I'm
fuck
in the
my pants
bed.
off?
Hold on, what?
Wait a minute. Why my
Wait,
pants
why am
off?
I bent over?
Fuck
Wait.
it.
Hey,
Damn
hey,
it.
no,
Hey, wait up. Fuck. Wait up. Hold up. Damn.
Can you at
Let me at
least
least,
buy me a steak dinner
let
first?
me at least lube myself up. Fuck.
Like,
The
I'm not
fuck?
gonna
at
say
least,
no. I'm just saying, slow down.
at least let me take my socks off, bro. Like, goddamn.
Shit. Can I get a drink of water first? Man.
But yeah, like Michael Jai White as Black Dynamite is probably one of the smoothest characters ever created.
Yeah.
Oh no, facts. Like, if I had like a percent of the amount of game that he had, woo,
I think if most guys did, it'd be game over for women.
yeah, so that I'd be a dangerous man.
you, you're like Black Dynamite. Teach me your ways. I just want to sniff it out of you.
I just let me look. Let me just massage the shoulders, brother, and hopefully some of it can rub off onto me.
We didn't even talk our favorite line yet.
That's the funny part.
Okay, so you go first, Mac. What is your favorite line?
Oh fuck. This is gonna be tough. There are so many fun lines. So many good
That
lines.
that's a testament to how well that movie was written. The
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
that we
yeah.
could probably quote 99% of the movie.
99% of the lines. Um, I really want to pick one line, but there is one line in particular um that just oh man it man oh man I'm sorry I'm probably gonna pick somebody's line here. I just like the delivery of Cedric Yarborough's line of like the whole like line of him going to the pimps and saying, "Yeah, I need y'all. Yeah, I'm just letting y'all know that if I see you selling drugs, I'm gonna take care of you. But Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community. Don't let me catch you selling drugs. That'll be a good day for you, sir." And it was like so honored. But that's a good line. But my favorite line is them like
People will always kill him.
that's a good line, and I just want to take. But my favorite line is literally Love was left, but he'll be back. My favorite line um is afterwards as I forgot what was it? King
I don't know.
Wilco character as a pimp. I think that's his name.
Yeah, Buki. Oh my gosh, now I forgot his name, but I
Yeah,
know who you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. But
Another person who shows up in a lot of '90s hood
yeah,
movies.
but he was funny in this. He's like, hell no, hell no. He just that line was just that felt
That
real. Like hell no.
okay. You know what? That was gonna be one of mine too, because that was a line you don't expect to
You
happen.
don't expect he that literally made that brought the comedy
Because
away.
you expect him to be like, okay, Black Dynamite, I will help you out. No, they went a total 180 on that one.
He just told her straight up, hell
Like,
no, Ian.
no. Mm.
Do you know who that is? No, I said I don't care who he is. Wait a minute, I don't give a fuck who he is. I ain't stopped selling drugs for nobody. I was like, damn. Like I ain't stopped selling for nobody. Fuck that. I was like, damn. But yeah, that's my favorite scene, favorite line. I love that. It just felt out of nowhere that he just came out and just said, "Hell no."
Yeah, because he says that just boom. And it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting him to say that.
I was letting them disagree.
Like,
Okay,
ooh.
how about
Like,
you,
see,
Loveless?
I think the one that literally pops up to mind was when he was talking, when Black Dynamite was talking to the chief, and he was like, all right, Snowflake, where's the dope? And he's like, up yours. And he hits him with the nunchuck, like, ah, it's right over there in the body bag. Gee. What?
Okay, we probably should throw this in there. You are going to hear a white person use the N word.
Yes, that is something you.
But I'll say this: that one guy, it did sound like he was not trying to say it like hardcore. It did sound like he was trying to soften him saying it.
Like it was clear that the actor was not because he
Yeah,
didn't even say the
he
N word. He
wasn't
said like
comfortable.
he said like raccoon, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Like I
So it was
noticed
like
that every time it's like it doesn't sound like you really want to say it, but you don't have a choice in this matter.
I was like, this is the line, man. You're playing a part. We know it ain't you. I
Which it
I
is
hope.
also what happened in Blazing Saddles, the production of Blazing Saddles, the same thing.
Yeah. Or like
So I think my favorite line has to be the introduction of cream corn because he's like, I'm running things. I'm running things. So Tommy Davidson delivery right there.
Oh man,
But I like how he's doing that while he's getting his perm touched up. And he was talking all of that smack with Black Dynamite right behind him.
just fucking god dang it, dude. This movie's so good.
It is. I'm telling you,
Ah,
this is probably my top 10, top 5, maybe top 4 favorite movies of all
it's
time.
def- it's definitely up there because like for me, I've never watched like black exploitation or anything like that. Like when it comes to black movies, I'm very much baseline level. So watching this for the first time floored me. It's like I'm mad that I didn't grow up watching this because this is hilarious.
And the first time I watched it, I remember telling people, "You need to watch this movie. You need to watch this movie. You need to watch this movie." And every person who watched it came back. It was like that was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Like by far, like Jesus.
Oh yeah, there's a runner up for favorite line, and that was when Black Dynamite was fighting Dr. Fiendish Wu, and I forgot how he did this, but he threw something in the room. It hit the doctor, and then Black Dynamite was like, "I threw that before I came into the room."
Dude, this boy came in the room. I was like, oh, God, so funny. Oh my God. Oh, that me laugh. I threw that before I came in the room. I was like, this is so funny. Oh
Oh,
God.
there's another line.
Oh my
There's actually
goodness.
so okay, in every war movie, because they're in a war situation at some point, but in every war movie, you're gonna have that one moment where a character is divulging too much
I know what you're talking about.
information,
That scene was
Yeah.
hilarious. That son.
and this one character is divulging too much information about themselves, and you already know what's gonna happen to
He
them.
gonna
But
die.
what got me was when he got killed, and Black Diamond was like, "Who saw that coming? I mean, who saw which way that came from?"
Who saw that gun that came from? Who saw it?
Cracked me up that he was like, "Who saw that coming? I mean, who saw which way that came from?"
Because everybody saw it coming. That was the good joke. That was a good joke. Who saw that
that
coming?
was
I
that
did.
was such a good joke that I didn't think they were gonna make it, and for some reason, the fact that they did made it funnier.
Yeah, and they joked about it. Like, who saw that coming? I mean, who saw which way? Which
Because he
direction
was
that
like,
came from?
"Yeah, after this war, I'm gonna go home and marry my girlfriend. Here's a picture of her."
After a
Oh,
revolution. Here's a picture of
the,
us. Like,
the
look,
other thing
guy.
about that particular character was, did you notice they made fun of actors reading their emotions as a piece of dialogue? Because when you first meet him, he was like, the militant turned startled. That's not what you're supposed to say. That's what he's supposed to do. And
Oh
then
my
like
god.
another way he was like, sarcastically, I'm in charge. Again, he's not supposed to say the sarcastically part. He's just supposed to be like, I'm in charge.
Oh my god, I didn't even catch that. Oh Jesus Christ. Because I'm like, why does it keep saying sarcastically and all that? Like, why are you just announcing what you're doing, bro? But I was like, oh
That was his character. He kept reading the part he's not supposed to say.
I was about, that's how you know I'm dumb as hell because I was like, oh, that's just his little quirk. He just likes announcing them stuff.
Yeah, the first time I saw it, I didn't catch it, but the second time I'm like, wait a minute. Because I was like, the militant turned startled. He's not supposed to say that. And also, like, even with that scene where he dies, I think he says something like, show your compatriots the picture. It's like, why? Why are you saying this?
All right,
Oh, I love this movie so much.
I do. This movie is so great. All right, so Miss, this your choice. Would you want us to? What do you want us to do? Reboot it or do a sequel?
Hmm. I'm kind of curious because this is a very specifically set movie in terms of time period. Reboot it.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm,
Bet.
all right.
You're talking to the
Yeah.
two people who literally battle against each other in a digital beat down, and we're just gonna fight
Yeah,
against each other. So you ready to do
got it.
this? Yeah, bet.
And also, the whole remake thing kind of technically has been done
No, I
by
mean sequel or remake. That's what I
or
meant.
yeah, I mean, sequel has kind of been done.
Yeah, we got you.
Kind of
Yeah,
not. It's
kind
a
of, kind
spiritual
of.
sequel,
Right. Right. All
Not
right.
a sequel, sequel.
All right. Cool.
but I do want to see that movie too.
Yeah. Who wants who? So who wants to
I'm
go
gonna
first?
start with Loveless.
All right, cool.
Ooh, okay. So like to reboot it, like to make it for today, I would want to set it around the coronavirus time, right? So
Oh, wow.
so what happens is
Ah!
you have Michael J. White. He returns. He's Black Dynamite. So because I cannot see someone else playing it. And what happens is it turns out that you have the president. Like the whole twist is that the president is literally sending out bombs with the coronavirus in there, like literal like gas bombs, and he's trying to do it so he can keep people inside so they can vote for him again. And you have like Alec Baldwin as Trump, right? And then like the whole thing is like him trying to hit and trying to get to Trump, just like with the original. But like it takes different to get through the protest because they won't let him get out the house. Because like you can't leave the house, it's doing corona thing. It's like move, sucker. It just I'm literally making this up as I go. You gotta give me a break. But it's just I am thinking about like doing a picket signs with that, and then he also Phoenix Wu, of course, returns because people somehow blame him for this, even though he had nothing to do with it.
Actually, that does play into how people thought of the coronavirus.
Exactly. So it's like a meta commentary of how everyone was, and it's like, okay, in order for us to do it, we need to find the toilet paper. But like they found out that one of the gangs has been slinging toilet paper in the streets. So he has to go he has to go do his thing with the toilet paper first in order to find out who's behind the coronavirus and why there ain't no toilet paper. Because it all starts because he wants to take a dump, but he can't find toilet paper, right? That leads him down this rabbit hole finding Phoenix Rule again. For some reason, he tries to go to Nixon, but it's like, it was like, Brown not even president no more. I have nothing to do with this, bro. And then like he gets to the scene with Gloria's old woman, like a stereotypical old lady in like wheelchair, all that, but it's still down bad, and like scenes of her getting up on the from the wheelchair even though she can't walk, type shit. Like I'm just imagining the amount of commentary that you could just have with it, and also just making fun of the time that we were in during that scene because that's something that was relevant and everyone can know about while also just poking fun of it and also like dealing with some of the black issues that were going on with that and just making fun of that. So, and a lot, but like that's pretty much what I would do if I were to reboot it.
Okay, and I think Michael J. White would approve.
Hell yeah, I hope you do, brother. If you come see me, you can rate that 1 out of 10 and like
Loveless is
teach me
like,
some
you can
kung fu
have
or
it, but I
something.
want my
Loves,
check too.
Because I want my
That's a good job. I feel like I'm gonna top yours.
ooh, I want to hear this. All right, come on, I'm
All
gonna
right,
sit up.
all
Tell me
right,
what
all
you
right.
got.
Get your seat. So sadly, I love Michael J. White, but I really want to recast Michael J. White, and I want to put Quinta Burton as Michael J. White as Black Dynamite, and I'm having a female version of Black Dynamite. Now, if you're not
Ooh.
familiar with Quinta Burton, she's from Abbey Elementary, and she is funny as fuck. So I feel like if you literally have her as it would not only take it as it would be different. There's no kung fu or anything. It's just her doing black exploitation. I just want to see what she could do a black exploitation film, and she is a comedic. She got comedic timing. She knows how to be funny while being serious at the same time. Because if you sing Abbey Elementary, she could do that shit. And my settings is my settings of is her it's pretty much in the same vein. Her sister is a former porn star who gets killed, but everything goes around and she literally going around trying to hunt the person for a killer. She actually is a bomb disposal expert, so we're probably getting a little bit. She's not like an expert of everything, but she's sort of a MacGyver. So it's sort of like combining MacGyver the TV show with blaxploitation where she's
Mhm.
fixing shit and she's doing it and she knows how to do shit to where it's she can fix it and reverse it on somebody. So it's sort of bringing that type of feel. Black MacGyver. It would be something funny, and it's sort of like doing like MacGruber meets blaxploitation where she just does stupid shit and she fucks it up somehow. That would be funny. Also, as added bonus, the end is not only, yes, I'm taking something from you, Lovelace. It not only
Ooh.
it's not only I'm going to say the president will be Donald Trump, played by Donald Trump. So
Provided he
Donald Trump
doesn't
will
go to
be
jail during production.
exactly. So and then it has to do the reason why he kills the porn star is because he's literally tried to pay the porn star hush money because he was besides Stormy Daniels, he had another porn star under that contract. So his sister, her sister, he tried to kill her. He said, "So you try to kill my sister for this?" Ah, shit. I knew. I tried. I was already going to prison. I just told you that is fake news. This is bullshit. You will not have me going to jail for this shit. I promise you, I will sue the shit out of you. Well, I ain't going to keep. Well, that's you. I'm not going to put away this shit for you. I'm going to make sure this shit goes to the press. You limp that motherfucker. Like a 50 cent, your dick is small. So yeah. Also, Tiffany Faye will be in this film playing the sister. I just want to put that in there. No, so yeah, not Tiffany Faye. What's it? Robin Thabe will be playing the sister. Actually, Michael Jai White as the reverse role will be playing the love interest.
Ooh.
And he will
Ooh,
actually
that would
be
be interesting.
he will actually be kicking people's ass while she just runs around just trying to fix shit. It'd be basically the opposite. She'll be like, okay, I got this, and she's like, he just fit into the scene, the scene in the donut shop. She actually is like, yeah, I don't need no man, and then all of a sudden people come in, she's like, oh shit, and then he just start kicking everybody's ass. He's like, what the fuck is going on? I got this. I don't got this shit. Shit. I don't want this shit fucking up my brain, yeah, that's the same.
Ah. Hmm. Now add Tony the Tiger into your pitch. Just
Oh,
kidding.
you say
Oh fuck, goddamn it!
oh, come on.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude,
No,
that's
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I could add him to it.
I mean, I was like,
I'm
I can
joking.
do it. It's like,
I
I'm
could
joking.
do the Tony the Tiger is the donut. The donut is Tony the Tiger, and he shoots Tony the Tiger in the daggone heart. It kills him.
I mean, it's just the person
See
in the
that?
toilet paper.
See?
It turns out
Yeah. Huh?
it turns out the person in the toilet paper is actually Tony the Tiger because he wants people to eat more cereal. But in order to get them to get more cereal, they got to take away the toilet paper.
I had the easier one, Elvis. I just changed the donut to Tony the Tiger. This is bullshit. You know it.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'll go further. It isn't her that it's not her that kills him. She just does it in such a weird way that she actually kills him by accident. He's like, "Did I actually do that? Oh shit! I didn't mean to kill him." I'll tell you,
See,
Quinn
now
Burke.
we do need Michael J. White on the show because I need his opinion on this one.
Yeah, this is literally tough.
Yeah, I need you to
Mac, you
give me
you
some.
gotta message this man. You gotta make him see this one.
He probably
You
he was like,
you
"These
need
are
you
so
need to.
funny." I'm telling
Oh
you,
my
Quinn
gosh,
Burke.
you need to make sure this man sees this
I'll
one
make
so
sure
that
he sees it. I'm telling you, Quentin Burson. I like yours, Lovelace, but I'm telling you, Quentin Burson, and I know I got her name, but if you see Abby Elementary and if you seen Black Woman Comedy Show, she is funny as fuck. She knows how to like improvise her
No,
lines.
like no, I've seen some episodes of Abby Elementary. Her delivery is top
So
notch.
hilarious. Like she's trying to be like she's playing straight, but she actually is funny as hell. She's like, I'm being a straight man in a comedy where she actually her like she's actually funny. She knows how to be straight man. It's like I don't know. Like there's a scene in Black Women in the Comedy Show where there's a sketch where people are like they're like women and women black women and how it rains and how it fucks around with their hair and put like this knows what I'm talking about. And
I
then she
actually
walks
do.
around, huh?
I actually do.
Yeah, and she runs around and just they gives her like a new product and just she just walks off and she said, "Fuck you, Rain," and walks off. I'm telling you, this woman's hilarious. But yeah, I know
Ah,
you got a tough one. Yeah. But I will say this. I have something levelers though. I have the actual real Donald Trump.
okay. I think I made my decision. So hear me out.
Oh,
I feel like because of the parody movies that Michael Jai White tends to create, because he did this one and what's the Western one?
Black man black outlaw Johnny. Black Johnny. Johnny Black. I think it's Johnny Black, yeah. Outlaw Johnny.
He basically did a Western version of Black Dynamite,
Yeah.
like this year.
Yeah, this year. It was like this year, yeah.
And there's a reason why I said it, it's very specific. He seems to do a lot more social commentary style parodies. And that's why I'm going with Loveless because that does seem like the next
Oh,
step in terms of his style of
I
comedy.
get it. I get it. Damn.
yeah, I feel what you.
I feel what you're saying. But I
Even though
real
I would watch yours back, like that would have me cracking up. But I just if I'm picturing Michael Jai White in this loveless
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I
coronavirus,
just
that seems like what he would do.
I feel like yeah he would do it, but I think he's open to do mine too because this just
Oh
seems
yeah.
it's so funny. I just thought and remind you, I just thought about this off the top of my head. I did not make
Yes.
any
Yeah,
type of
same
writing.
here. I was just like,
I just pulled this right out my ass. Because when Loveless literally, like when Loveless said Donald Trump, I was like, damn it, I was gonna go with that. I was like, okay, what do I do? And I was like, her sister's a porn star, and
yeah,
Donald
'cause I was
Trump
like, is
needs
it a Donald Trump with Sleepy Joe?
Donald Trump was
I'm like,
sleeping with her, and then he was like, "Dude, paying the hush money." He was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what?
yeah." This
You
is
know what would
perfect.
be? You know what would work with yours back if you made
Yeah, yeah.
that the central focus of the conflict.
What Donald Trump?
Yeah, because again, his parodies are very specific. Like
Yeah.
the Black Dynamite's Black exploitation with the Western one, that's supposed to obviously be commentary on Wild West
I
movies and
get it. I
stuff.
get it. Well, I feel like both me and Loveless are both alike because we just both said fuck Donald Trump. It's just like we're just like fuck that man.
To which he would probably say the same thing. But then again, I don't know his
yeah.
political views, but I feel
Yeah,
like he
I
would
don't
say
give a
the
fuck
same thing.
about his political views. He just literally just want to pay hush money on porn stars. Actually,
He's like,
would
I
I
don't know.
get points?
He's
Would I
like,
get points if I actually named my porn star? Ivana sucks a lot. That's her porn name.
You better hope Donald Trump doesn't see this. Since his one of his wives was named Ivana.
No, no, no. It's Ivanka.
Well, then that's his daughter. I mean, do you want to go down his family line here?
What are you gonna do? Get mad because he's
I
like,
was like,
damn.
so,
Oh, please. Like, he's gonna get mad because I just literally named her Ivana. I did not thought of that was like, yeah, whatever. A lot of people talk shit. It's not like I'm in a comedy show, like, you can't say that. I was like, look, this is freedom of speech.
Have you not notice his temper tantrums? He could very much do that. Now, I don't think he will do it, but he
Me
could very
neither.
much do that because he does throw temper tantrums.
He does throw temper tantrums.
Got it.
I mean, I live in a state where where everybody loves Trump and they're racist. So bring it on.
Well, this will be our last show. No. But with that said, Loveless wins,
Well,
which means
it's been a good run, fellas.
Bitch.
if we're not canceled by Donald Trump, he gets to pick the next movie that we're watching. So, do you have a movie in mind that we may or may not review because Donald Trump will come after us?
Oh, please.
I,
He
I
can
wish,
take a
I wish
joke.
he would.
I mean, we made fun of Obama. We still love Obama.
Yeah, but he can take a joke.
Yeah.
Donald Trump doesn't, unless he's making the joke.
He's gonna make a joke about me.
Yeah.
He's gonna talk about how fat I am and like sticks and stones.
Like, I'm a Sonic fan. There's billions of ammo you can use
Yeah,
against me.
you like what else you're gonna say? I'm fat. Oh, cool, fat joke. Oh, good for you.
So, do you have a movie in mind, or
Ooh.
because it feels like before we went our hiatus, you had one in mind.
I did before we went on. It is, and then that's loud. Because right now I'm thinking about Tyler Perry right now. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch Tyler Perry right now.
Yeah, I'm about to say we're really gonna do Boo and Minnie at Halloween because I'll be like, okay, there's got to be
Oh
some
boy!
vetoes. There got to be some vetoes. Boo and Minnie at Halloween. I take
But
Boo.
this one is Loveless's choice.
So I
Well,
was like,
I
man,
swear when
look,
you pick Boo and Minnie at
it
Halloween,
ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna be Boo. Even I don't have that kind of patience.
Well,
I don't
yes,
have that.
thank you.
I don't have that kind of patience.
No, I love y'all just enough to not torture us like that. That said,
Hallelujah.
a far from grace was hilarious.
Yeah.
Which is not supposed to be. Hey,
Well, I
Loveless
think you
knows what
know
I'm
my
talking
answer.
about. That movie was not supposed to be, but that is one of the funniest movies he's done.
I'm about to say you're gonna pick
It's
Alex
the
Cross, aren't you? Son of a
funniest
bitch.
movies I've
What is it?
seen so long.
Oh,
Oh, losing
Do
you.
it. Tyler Perry's a far from grace. Let's get it.
Ah, shit.
oh man.
Can you get me? Can you get me? Can you get me? Oh
Yes.
no.
Damn it! Why
There
did
we
you?
go.
Why? Why did you pick? Damn it! Fucking shit! Why did you just pick Alex Cross? It was just funny as hell.
Because I also hate you.
Son of a bitch.
Well, I guess our next episode is going to be Tyler Perry's A Fall from Grace, a movie about a really sucky lawyer.
But he sucked to the lawyer on Alex Cross. Well, actually, no.
Yeah, but have you ever seen A Fall
No,
from
this
Grace?
one.
This she somehow became a lawyer but doesn't know how to do her job.
She's the only lawyer that'll go to jail with you. Put it like
Seriously.
that. She's bad.
She is horrible at her job. And it's like, how did you pass the bar?
Well,
Like, what?
well,
Anything's possible in Tyler Perry world.
anything
No
possible.
kidding.
Like Tyler Perry is not going to say, well, there's a lot of things. I don't know how she became a lawyer, but I'm not going to explain it.
No, he can't
I
because
mean,
he writes his scripts in like 2 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Work
wish I
ethic.
could do that shit.
He's that type of kid in school where you give him the assignment like 6 months in advance and he somehow writes it like the night before.
Yeah, here we go. This is the assignment. I'm
Yeah.
done. What?
Except he doesn't proofread anything. So it's
No,
No.
just
he barely passed this.
like not even because it's good, just as I want this guy out my class, bro.
Like, this fool has been in 8 of my classes and I only teach 5. I don't know how he does this.
I don't know how to do. I told him to write about Abraham Lincoln. What is this? shit about married people. Like what?
What the shit? Like what? Really? Like he literally said, "Well, so I wrote so." Well, what was this about Abraham Lincoln and him literally freeing not only the slaves, but he had a vampire cult and he was beating the South up. Yeah, that was based on the book
And the teacher's
Vampire
like, wait
Hunter.
a minute, where have I seen or heard this premise before?
It was in a book. It was called
I
Vampire
was like,
Hunter. That's how
I
I
know
got the
I've
history of
heard this
Abraham
before.
Lincoln. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, yeah, yeah, vampires and shit, bro. Like you can't. That's not true. How do you know? Was you there?
Was you there? There's vampires in the South. You son of a bitch.
You can't say that
There's
that didn't
vampires.
happen.
The
He's like,
Confederacy is
bro, whatever. Get out of my
vampires.
face,
The other movie
bro.
I
Get out
would
of my
have
face.
accepted is
This is
Temptation. Temptation's also another funny movie.
Temptation's hilarious. It's a, the ending is everyone gets AIDS. There, I spoiled it.
Like, not everyone. The one where it's like, well, shoot. the one the
Well,
one who is the most surprised gets AIDS. It's like you were literally sleeping with the devil. How did you not think something was gonna go wrong there?
talking like he's over. Now I'm thinking about alimony now. Alimony is also really good one. The one where
Yeah,
he gets
alimony.
divorced and just she starts losing her mind, starts turning the lights red, and starts dancing in the middle of the hallway.
Wait, no, that wasn't.
She's just
No,
like, I'm gonna get
acrimony.
this
That's
dude.
called
I'm gonna get
acrimony.
him.
Acrimony.
Acrimony. There we go. Acrimony. Acrimony.
Taraji P. Henson losing her ever loving mind. I
Man,
still love Taraji P. Henson.
also,
Can she be on
also,
the show too?
not to say
Oh,
anything. Kim, not to say I'm still down for you, but Taraji, call him brother.
hey, man. Like, you can follow me on Twitter at Unique Love This G. You feel me? Like, you can hit me up. Like, if you want to look at some Pokemon cards, hit me up, bro. Like, I got you.
That's a new euphemism.
Yeah, I got.
I was like,
Nah, I'm no Loveless. Fuck you. Fuck you and your Pokemon cards. If you love Dungeon Masters, I got me about 3 blue eyes white dragons and red
nah,
eyes.
nah, bro.
Okay,
I'll just.
Michael Jai White. If you want to reenact that animated sex scene,
If you want to teach me some of those moves, bro, like just
all three of
keep
us
in
will not
mind,
object.
I'm a hands-on kind of guy. You feel me? You're gonna have to show me like one-on-one.
Well,
It's
Michael
fine.
Jai White,
It's cool.
if you
I
want to
promise
react,
it's not gonna be gay.
Michael Jai White, if you want to reenact that scene from Spawn, come holla at me.
Michael Jai White, if you just want to be our friend, and please don't be afraid of us, we're nice people. Please be our friend.
Okay.
I bet you. I promise. If I show this to Michael Jai White, he's probably gonna laugh at that more than
He,
it's like,
he
what?
probably is. He has a great sense of
He has a
humor.
great
Yeah,
sense of humor.
yeah.
He's like,
Great. Just like y'all people are crazy.
no, I'm
Blocked.
talking about
But
Michael Jai White. Look, Michael, look at me. You know what scene I'm talking about. You know exactly what scene I'm talking about. Exactly.
Here's the
Exactly.
thing. Out
I'm
of the 5 episodes we've done, this is probably the most gushing of a celebrity we've ever done. Please, Michael Jai
Jai
White,
White, come
on
on.
us. We love
please, brother.
you.
Like
But emphasis on
I'm just
come.
saying, I want to give you your flowers, brother.
Emphasis
Maybe
on
something else on
come.
the
Just like
side, but flowers first.
yeah. Also, emphasis on come. Just like Prince. I love doing this shit.
Oh wait, we also have to rate the movie.
T- t- uh, um, um,
Let's go with
uh,
Loveless first.
Oh, for me, 10 out of
Yeah,
10. Like I can't think of anything that the movie does that is particularly wrong for me. Like it's just hilarious from beginning to end. Everything that's done is super deliberate and it's like well written. The actors do an amazing job. It's just I can't think of anything like any critiques, to be honest with you. So for me, it's a 10 out of 10.
Mac.
I'm gonna try something different on this show. and I'm gonna try to do something infused in the movie. So I'm gonna give this 10 10 red, white, and blue American nunchucks out of 10. This movie is fucking awesome. I love this film. As I stated before in the beginning of the show, there are very few movies. There is very like to get and I'll tell this to Michael Jai White, and I want to if he listening, Michael Jai White, if you're listening, I'll be honest. To you have to have the distinct honor for you to literally be in the realm of Mel Brooks type of parody. When you're in the realm of Mel Brooks parody type films, you have done something in my eyes because Mel Brooks is to me is the king of parody, and for you to literally just get close, not now I'm not like to you for you to be in the same realm as Mel Brooks is doing something, and not only be in the same realm as Mel Brooks, but doing that as a minority. No, not saying Mel.
Yes, we got to throw that out there. That's actually a
Yes.
very good
Yeah,
point.
yeah, and not only to do that as a minority. Not saying Mel Brooks is a minority himself, because I count Mel Brooks as a
Well,
minority. But
yeah, he
yeah,
is.
yeah, but to do that, I wouldn't say as a minority. I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck to
Well,
do that
as
as
a
a
minority with melanin.
no, no. I'm fuck it. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. To do that as a black man is very tough, and for you to do that, hats off to you. I love this film. I hope you're listening to me. And once again, that scene from Spawn. If you want to talk about that scene from Spawn, you know where to find me.
Also, jokes aside, we honestly bow down to you. You are an amazing individual.
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
yes.
And I'll give it 10 honeybees and two more of her titties.
Ah, damn it! Fucking shit.
Because her titties were serving. Like I was gonna
That was
let
gonna
that
be my
alone,
next.
but her girls were right up front. Like, dang, I cannot look away. Because yes, I told you this movie, the 1961 Parent Trap, and for those of you who are confused, there was one without Lindsay Lohan in it, and Rush Hour 2. Those are the three movies I've ever watched where I ended the movie and rewatched it repeatedly to the point where I can actually quote the movie. I love this movie so much because like Lovelace said, it is it is just perfection. Like there's no downside to it. And even if you can find a downside, it does not last long because they will pick it up immediately. Like it's so quotable. The music's fantastic. The cinematography is spot on. And as somebody who loves art, I cannot find any flaw in this movie. It represented what it meant to do. Also, the fact that it started with a commercial that
Right.
if you didn't realize that this was a movie, it does seem like a genuine commercial. And the only other movie I
And
could
the
think of
kind of
that did
malt
that
liquor.
is a Tropic Thunder, but that was very
Yeah,
much a parody of that thought.
yeah.
But yes, malt liquor, Anaconda malt liquor. I'm not a drinker, but I would definitely try it because I want the ooh. Now, if you
Woo!
want to give that to me, Michael Jai White, I just kidding.
I don't know if I want a little richer because of that, but I'll give it a try.
We'll take a sip out of one cup. Like each one of us will take a little sip out of one. Well, actually, I have nothing to worry about.
You
You
know what
guys have
I'm
something to worry
saying?
about.
Hey, I gotta protect what little I got. You feel me?
Oh no, you didn't. All right, so that's the end of this show. We have determined that Black Dynamite 2009 is cinematic perfection, or at least one of them.
Yes.
Michael Jai White is also perfection and really needs more accolades than he has ever gotten. Because keep in mind, this man's also been around
Definitely.
for like 30, 40 years in the business. And yeah, he's still not up there with Wesley Snipes, even though he definitely could be. So,
Yeah.
with that said, the next episode, whenever that is. Oh, wait, no, it will go back to our original plan with Trill and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Yeah. Now we don't know if Loveless will be with us, but
Loveless,
yeah, but
A Fall from Grace.
yeah,
Get
Loveless fall from grace.
a lot of comedies.
Yeah. Wait till you get to me. Wait till you get to me. I'm
Where
gonna
they get
fucking
a load of me.
yeah, let it get a load of wait till you get a load of steel.
That's also a comedy.
It is of of wheel of fucking shack.
Oh yeah, one last question because I don't think we ever covered this. When was the first time you guys saw this movie? Well, Loveless said it. When did you watch it, Mac?
Oh, uh, yeah, I mistakenly watched this on Cinemax, and I watched the tail end of it, and I just couldn't keep my eyes away from the TV.
But wait, when did you watch it?
Oh,
Or when was the first time you watched it?
that's what I meant. It was on HBO. No, Cinemax. It was on
Oh,
Cinemax.
oh,
Yeah, we lost Lofus. It was on Cinemax, and I when I watched it, I watched like the tail, like it was in the middle of the film, and I couldn't take my eyes away from it. I was like, "This is so funny. How the fuck did I miss this? What is this called?" I was so pissed. I was like, "What is this film called?" Because I couldn't get it because at the time it just wouldn't pop up on my screen, and I finally found it, and I was like, "Black Dynamite," and I finally found it, and I watched the film, and I watched it entirely. Just like you, it was so funny that I bought the DVD and I got the film literally on my phone, like iTunes
yep.
store.
This is the only movie I've ever purchased on Amazon Prime.
This is the one of the few movies I bought on Apple Store, and I watched this film next to next to MacGruber because I love MacGruber. I watch this daily.
This, yeah, and my first time watching it was again kind of backwards because they were promoting the show, and this was also like Boondocks was also being shown. And I love Boondocks; that's one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
Mhm.
And so because the art style was
Right.
kind of similar, I was like, okay, what's this Black Dynamite thing about? But I think at the same time they were promoting the show, they were promoting the movie, and this was on uh Adult Swim.
Mm.
Now, I knew what the movie was called, but I fell asleep. So I looked it up the next day on Amazon and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And I think I got it for like $3. No, I got it for like 99 cents. It was like super cheap. And that's the best 99 cents I ever spent. So that's actually how I watched it. I watched it back in 2010 because I think the movie was already out. I just never heard of it until
Yeah.
2000. Whenever
Yeah.
they were promoting the
Movie came out in
show,
2009.
that's how I learned about the movie.
Okay.
So
I
yeah, I
had
kind
no idea the movie at all before it was pitched as an episode. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And I'm like, best decision I ever made. I'm glad we're doing this show because I'm finding a lot of movies that I just never heard of before now.
Yep. This is why,
so
and I'm glad we
we
limited.
highly recommend if you've never seen Black Dynamite, even if you don't understand black exploitation movies,
It's a
this
great introduction to black
it
exploitation.
or movies in general,
Uh,
this is one of the best.
Yeah.
yeah, as this being my first black exploitation film, amazing, excellent. I'd highly recommend it. You don't have
Yeah.
to worry about knowing anything beforehand. It's
You
just
you
go
might
in.
need to tangentially know who Richard Nixon is because that is a real person. If you don't know, he was one of our presidents.
Ricky Dicky.
Yeah,
But do you need to know his backstory to understand that character? No, not at
No,
all.
no, fuck no.
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 All I know is he cheated. That's all.
Although they do like this is actually the first time I caught this. They actually do make a reference to
They're
Watergate in
just
that
like,
movie.
I am not a crook. There you go.
I am
Yes,
not a crook.
he's that dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
I'm not a crook. That's what he said.
So
But
yeah,
also,
you don't
every
need to
time
know any black exploitation. You don't need to know anything about the 70s.
I mean, if you've watched
I just want to let you know,
Futurama, that's pretty much what you got.
yeah, I'm just want to let y'all know that every time I see Nixon, I just think of, now wait a minute, wait a minute, I just want to let you know, it's showtime, motherfucker. I'm expecting them to say that every time to me. It's showtime, motherfucker. You think you got fuck with me, motherfucker?
Not that we will ever know this, but how come I always feel like now that I've seen this movie, that's probably what he said initially when he got busted for Watergate. Like,
Think
no,
you got fuck with me? Wait a minute.
wait a minute.
It's showtime, motherfucker. Think you got fuck with me? Motherfucker. I can fuck you up. He got them nunchucks and started beating the shit out of people.
Right.
Secret Service like, fuck you. All right, we really got to end the show because we're
Yes,
on 2 hours.
this is just a testament to how much we love this movie because
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
have never gone this far into any episode like this. This movie is just great.
Yep. All right.
So we will see you on the next one, whenever that is, because Mac is in charge of that one.
Yep, I'm pre-recording these, and we're actually gonna film these in order, so we're good.
Heck yeah. Let's get it, fellas.
All right, see you guys. Bye
We love
bye.
you, Michael Jai White. Be our
Holler,
friend.
Bye.
please,
Follow us,
please
damn
hit
it.
me up.
Give us clout, please.
I would just a little bit of clout would be nice.